about the inner light. And choosing it around the Festival of Lights of Hanukkah is appropriate. Also appropriate because we meet in a Quaker meeting house. This is the gathering room of Newtown Meeting House. Now, cultivating awareness of the inner light is important, and especially in this season of long nights, we can seek the inner light of the divine spirit within our heart to dispel the darkness and guide us to the truth through spirit-led action. The yogis would say, you listen to your inner guru, and a translation for guru is one that dispels the darkness. Now, whatever is held in the light will inevitably cast a shadow. But instead of overlooking this shadow side, ignoring it, we can use that awareness to understand what motivates us better and our behavior, so we can see how, if we are wasting our time and energy, and then redirect that energy towards our highest goal. George Fox, the founder of the Quaker movement, referred to that inward light, spirit, and grace by which all might know their salvation, and to that divine spirit which would lead them unto all truth. The Quaker belief that inward light shines on each person is based in part on John's Testament, which says that was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. And Christ, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Our Quaker Faith and Practice states that the inward light is the invitation to enter into an unmediated inward relationship with the divine. Through this relationship, each person encounters the Spirit, active in the world and providing guidance for everyday living. Now we'll strive to let that inward light guide us in our practice so that our asana, our movement, is spirit-led and not ego-driven. So, get comfortable and take a comfortable seat. The cushion is necessary to prop up and sit up tall and straight, roll the shoulders back, and then start to center into your core with muscular energy, drawing in with the heels, in with the navel, so that you have a powerful foundation to support this vessel of light, which is our body. And the hands resting comfortably on the thighs. Just take a few calming breaths to clear the mind of any debris and bring it right here to this present experience, this tapping into the inward light, listening, feeling, sensing it. Each inhalation amplifying that brightness, the glow, the radiance of your inner light, gaining more and more luminosity, and dispelling any darkness, fear. And then bring the hands to Padma Mudra, taking them to Anjali. Open the center 3 fingers, leaving the thumb and pinkies touching. And you have the blossoming flower of the lotus that represents and helps us remember our natural soul beauty and innermost radiance. like this blossom unfolding in the sunlight. And let your glow and splendor begin to shine even more radiantly. Beautiful. And rest the arms. Going to first come to a prone position. Lay forward onto your stomach. In crocodile pose, the forearms in front of the chest, stacked one on top of the other. The elbows pressing down so the front of the shoulders lift and the back of the neck lengthen as the head rests on the back of the arms and wrists. Inhaling to the back of the neck and shoulders, filling all the back side of the body with the breath. Bringing the light of your awareness to the dark side of your body, the spine, the kidneys, the sacrum, all the way down the spine, each vertebrae. And then come into Sphinx Pose, bringing the elbows out underneath the shoulders. Press down through the forearms, pull back through the palms, and stretch back through the toes. Inhale, lengthen the neck, and exhale, squeeze in the buttocks. Support the pose with muscular energy in the back. Breathe more strength into the back, more brightness into the pose. Fabulous. And bring the hands back underneath the shoulders and push up to table pose. Good, and exhale back into child's pose. We're going to move back and forth. On the inhale, lift up to table pose and start pressing the hips and thighs forward. Roll down through the thighs, the hips, the chest, and the chin. And then curl up into cobra. Inhale, lift up, and then the hips come up, so that you can move and glide back to child's pose, exhaling, head down. And just flowing at your pace, your breath moving you through in a very fluid and easy, relaxed way. Breathing into all the vertebrae, the spine. Nice. Doing great with this. When you come up to table pose, step the right foot forward to low lunge. Move the left knee back. Press down through both feet and lift the hands. Rest the hands on the thigh as you regain your focus. Your intention to be soft and listening, present to this inward teacher, the inward light. You can try lifting one arm up. Sensing how that affects balance, or use more core strength and maintain balance through muscular energy in the hips and pelvis. And you're free to brighten the pose with a deeper breath, bigger smile, Yes, good. And release, and step the right foot back. And bring the left foot forward. Just checking your foundation, applying muscular energy in the hips and legs so that you can feel steady, safe, and secure. That allows you to breathe deeper, and that deeper breath helps you relax more. And be present with that inner guide, the inner light. So what you're doing is something that's meaningful, valuable, and not just something you want to show off at a party. Look, this yoga pose I can do, you know? Bring the hands down and step the left foot back. Walk the dog, lifting the knees, just walking the knees here. Walk the dog. The hips are swiveling or rolling around, the shoulders moving around, whatever is necessary in your body to get loose, comfortable, relaxed. Yeah. And lower the right knee down. And with the right hand in line with the right knee, swing that kickstand the right heel off to the side. You're going to be facing the side edge of your mat, coming into a side angle stretch with the left arm lifting up and over the left ear. Press down through the hand and knee so the hips lift up and the left hip stays back. Eyes can look up to the hand. And breathe that light through the pose, informing every aspect. And look down, the left hand resting. Walk the hands in front of you so they're in front of that right knee. And when you're balanced, lift the hands up. And I'm going to face the side so everyone can see. Come into gate pose. Now the right arm lifting up. Press the right knee down and crescent arch to the left. Keeping the right shoulder back. Eyes up. Good. And release. And however we got into that. All right. So to go to the other side, step the right foot off to that right side, bring the left hand in line with the left knee, and lift the right arm up. Coming to side angle. And facing more this direction. By pressing the foot and hand down, we lift the right hip up and back. Yeah. And then release and bring the hands down. Walk the hands in front of the left knee. And then lift up the hands and holding the right leg, lift the left arm. And slide the right hand down the leg as you crescent over to the right side. Keeping that left shoulder back so you can look up. You can lift the right hand up higher on the leg if necessary. Getting the full breath, complete inhale. And exhale. And release that. Bring the hands down. And come into downward dog. And I'm going to build up a little bit of energy, a little brighter in the core by coming between down dog and low plank. So the modification is to come down onto your knees as you come forward, and then bend the elbows to low plank, and push up, and exhale to down dog. We inhale, bring the shoulders forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, push up. And exhale, you're in down dog. And that's going to build a lot of brilliance, a fiery core to really brighten the flame. And just one more. You're doing great. Looking strong. From down dog, bring the right knee up into pigeon. And walk the left knee back. Inhale, draw in through the hips, pelvis. On the exhale, bend the elbows, keeping the legs strong and active. Inhale, lengthen, expand. And exhale, soften to the awareness, the experience. What are you feeling? Are you connecting to that inner teacher, that inner light? Now, finishing one more breath with this side. And push up and step the right foot back. Come into down dog or walk the knees. And pigeon on the left side, bring the left knee behind the left wrist. And if there's any pain in the knee, just bring the heel more towards the back of the mat and less towards the side of the mat. Walk the right knee back and feel in your breath. Are you connected to the breath, to that inward guide and light? Follow that guide into the pose. Learn what it's teaching. And accept wherever you are in this pose, you're in the best place possible. If you're witnessing what it is you're doing, why you're doing it. And lifting out as you're ready, push back to downward dog. Now, and release the knees down to the mat. And sit back to the heels. And curl forward, head down, child's pose. And the inhalation, roll the back up. Bring the hands to the back of the hips, the elbows behind. Press the hips forward so you're coming to camel. On the exhalation, slide the hands down to the heels, round the back, and bow the forehead in. And you're going to flow on the inhale up to camel. And on the exhale, down to child pose. Do about 5 of these. And maybe one more. And bring the hands in front of you to the mat, curl the toes, and walk the hands back, spreading the knees. So there's a wide knee, the elbows inside. Now squeeze the knees in against the upper arms and lean forward, getting a stretch into the inner thighs. Squeeze the knees as though you're hugging an exercise ball between your knees. Okay? Now, if you want to do arm balance, just go ahead and lean forward into crow and lift the feet. And we'll gradually lower the feet down, because you're just going to stay there all day if I don't tell you to. You can come up to fingertips or hands on blocks or hands on the knees. Another way to come up. And straighten the legs, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, lower the hips, squat down. Hands either on the floor or on the knees. And on the exhale, you fold again, head down. So inhale, I'm hearing some knees pop, that's okay. Squeeze the kneecaps, and that's a little less popping then. Nope, I take that back.
Just called popcorn yoga.
All right, come all the way up to stand, lift the arms, touch the palms. Hooray. And exhale, release. Okay. Now we'll practice the Surya Namaskar, the sun salute. Surya Namaskar B in Ashtanga starts in Samastiti, this ready position with inner body bright, shoulders broad. And on the inhale, sweep the arms up. And on the exhale, fold forward. And bend the knees. Here, let's come into chair pose. And fold forward. Step the feet back to plank. And exhale, low plank, or lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward dog. Look forward, step the right foot up between the hands, lower the left heel down, and when your feet are steady, lift the arms, warrior one. Good, that's it. Exhale, bring the hands down, step right foot back to plank. Exhale, low plank, either knees down or knees up. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale to downward dog. And look up, step the left foot forward, lower the right heel down. When the feet are steady, lift the arms, warrior one. Great, good warrior. And lower the hands. Step the left foot back to down, plank, high plank. Exhale, low plank. And inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Now we have lots of light, lots of brilliance in the heart and the core, just beaming and full of brilliance. Breathe so that flame goes even brighter. Inhale, look up, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And inhale, hop forward. Then exhale and fold over straight legs. Inhale to chair. Good, very good. And inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, rest and relax. All right, go to Warrior Two, stepping towards the front of the mat. Bring the feet close to the midline. And then a big step back with the right foot as you turn the toes 90 degrees to the side. Bend the left knee, and when the left knee is above the left ankle, stop there and begin to draw the feet under and lift up through the pelvic floor. Open the arms at shoulder height. Inhale, spread through the fingertips, and exhale, hug into the core. Contract. Inhale, expand. And exhale, contract. So there's a pulsation, a life, a breath in the pose that keeps that flame burning brightly. Coming to reverse warrior. Lift the left arm up, the right hand to the back leg. And now straighten the front knee. Keep lengthening the left side of the body. And windmill the left arm over the left hip, down to the left knee, and lift the right arm to triangle. So come into triangle with straight legs, big heart open, lots of brightness in the heart, in the throat, in the smile. Then bend the left knee, rest the left elbow on the thigh, side angle pose. Still using lots of core in the inner thighs. And looking down, bring the hands down to the mat. Spin up on the ball of the back foot. Now, right hand under the right shoulder, begin to revolve and open the left arm and revolve side angle. Very good. Drawing the shoulder blades down and into the back so you can really widen the collarbones, lengthen the throat, smile, and brighten the pose, aligning with that inner light. And then release the left hand so you can step the right foot forward to meet the left. And fold over straight legs. Soften the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart, Padma Mudra. Connecting to the brilliance and soul glow within you. Letting that brilliance and luminosity just magnify with each breath. And getting the breath helps. Then step the left foot back. We'll go on to Warrior Two on this side. Bend the right knee. And open the arms. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, integrate arms into shoulders, shoulders into the back, navel into the spine. And let the breath be a co-creator, help you maintain and beautify the pose. Strengthen with the breath. And lift the right arm up, reverse warrior. Straighten the right knee. Now both legs stay straight for triangle. Windmill the right arm over and down to the right leg. Maybe it comes to the knee, maybe to the shin, or onto a block. Inhale, draw the left shoulder back. And exhale, integrate the arm bone down into the shoulder blade into the back. Squeeze the kneecap. So we're really supporting the pose, not just relying on the friction, the traction of your sticky mat. Bend the right knee, side angle pose. Now you get a little more support here if you press the elbow down against the thigh. Or maybe you're deeper, you have your hand on a block or on the floor. Look down, bring the left hand down, and spin up on the ball of that back foot. And start to balance on the left hand. Open the right arm and twist to the side, revolve. Good job. Press that right palm away, pull the armpit back, and that helps integrate the arm bone into the shoulder. Very good. Now release the right hand down and step forward. Inhale, hands to knees, and exhale, fold over straight legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up, Tadasana. And exhale, hands to the heart, Padmasana, Padma Mudra. Just rest in your awareness of the breath, sensing the beat of your heart, the movement of energy. Now I'd like you to fix your gaze on the spot for focus, drishti. Bring all the weight into the left leg and cross the right ankle over the left knee. And we're going to balance in one-legged chair. Keep the shoulders back and press the palms together. Inhale and exhale. Maybe bend the knee a little more so you go deeper. And over a series of breaths, some of my friends will have their elbows touching the front shin, or be even to the point where you start to cradle that front shin, wrapping the arms around it. If you're balancing, all right, try lift up to stand, holding the cradle. And release when you're ready, that right foot. Shake out any imbalance. We'll go on to the next side. And bend the right knee, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Your gaze stays at a spot in front of you, and press the palms together. Draw the shoulder blades into the back. Keep breathing, sensing and feeling the pose. Without any rush, just learn whatever the pose has to teach. And when you're through, you just stand tall, lift the arms, get a full body stretch, and then release the arms and rest. Okay, please have a seat. And we will have a twist, Arda Matsendrasana. Lift the right knee up And draw the left heel underneath and back beside the right buttocks. And then hug the right knee in to lift the chest up and draw the shoulders back. Start to twist and look over the right shoulder. Now you can hook that left elbow in front of the knee and press the right fingertips behind. Inhale, sit tall, and exhale, easily twist and breathe with complete breaths. And then, when you're satisfied, unwind and switch legs. Lift the left knee up and thread the right heel underneath. Hug the left knee into the chest. Now the left foot can be to the inside of the knee or the outside. There's different variations with the arms. I like this variation personally, but you can experiment, see which suits you. So inhale, lift the heart, widen the shoulders, and on the exhale, pull the navel in and twist the navel as you twist through each vertebrae. There, sort of corkscrew up to the crown. And release to the center. Take the legs out straight. Staff pose. Now, lift the knees a little bit. Actually, go ahead and bring the feet flat on the floor. Flat on the floor is good. So the hands are a little behind the hips now. Tuck the fingers angle out so that the elbows can pull back and the shoulder blades tuck into the back. Press the feet and hands down. Inhale, lift the hips up. So this is Purvottanasana. On the exhale, lower the buttocks, but try to keep it floating above the mat. Then inhale, swing back up. And we're flowing with the breath. Down on the exhale and lifting up on the inhale. That's perfect. Try one more repetition, the best one. And so you can rest and lower the buttocks. Now, a little more brightening in the core is to do some sit-up work. Interlace the hands behind the head. Walk the feet out so the knees are almost straight. Inhale, lift the feet, and exhale, bring the elbows and knees together to touch. Inhale, extend the legs, lower the head, and exhale, bring elbows and knees to touch. That's right. And now, keep doing this, but crisscross, right elbow to left knee, and then the opposite. So you can straighten the leg you're not touching. A powerful core strengthening going on to really light up the core. All right, rest the feet. That was good. You did great. And eventually, bring yourself up to seated. And bend the right knee out to the side, head to knee pose. Press the right foot into the thigh as the thigh meets it with equal force. And this starts to tense the muscles in the inner thighs and start to support the back with more alignment. And there's always the option of pressing the fingertips behind to give your back better alignment. And being true to that inner guide, come forward with a straight back, keeping the shoulders broad. Maybe the hands stay wide to encourage that spaciousness in the chest, so that the breath can really brighten the pose. Good, that's right. I can hear lots of good breathing. Breathe into the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders, the lower back. Take one more complete breath, going to your full expression of pose, and on the inhale, lift the head up and straighten the right leg. Sit for a moment in balance. And now, go ahead to the second side. So we make sure we're not rushing ahead of the spirit and the inner light. So, recollect that brilliance of your own inner light. Let that expand your heart, your shoulders, and keep your back from rounding or turtling the chin to the chest. Keep the throat long and fold forward just a smidgen. Are you still in contact with that inner teacher? And then you go a little deeper and you check in. Is this what I'm meant to do? Is this what my body's designed to do? If this isn't serving you in some meaningful way, maybe you need to use a prop or back out of the pose. And just be more present with how you're handling the pose. If we can recognize when our shadow side starts to dominate. And taking one more deep breath. Inhale, lift out of the pose. And extend that left leg. Massage the knees, release any tension, and we'll go on and have a little time for our Padmasana, our Lotus. So the prep is the leg cradle. I'll take that right knee and bend it back, rock it around, circle the knee. Behind the armpit. And then bring that right shin in front of the chest, supporting the outside of the ankle and the shin like a forklift, lifting it up. And keeping the chest open and full so we don't become a hunch over version. And some friends will get to where they can cradle all around that right shin with the arms and bring it in, hug it close to the chest. This is really a deep stretch for this hip flexor. Yeah. And then to come into the pose, the Padmasana or half lotus, bring that right ankle up to that left hip crease. Keep it up into the center of the hip and not sliding down to the inside, because that's going to strain the outside of the ankle. If it won't stay up on the center, just go ahead and put it in down on the floor. have something to support the outside of the ankle so it's not sickling. And then bend the left knee, bring it back. So the left heel is under the right knee. And maybe the right knee is way up in the air. That's where we all start somehow. And some more genetically gifted or talented might have that right knee down, touching the left foot. And if you were a real Cirque du Soleil type flexibility, your right knee would be all the way to the floor, and you could bring the left foot up on top in full lotus. But I think this is where my spirit tells me I should stay, in half lotus, and making sure I have both sitting bones nice and steady. I can support my posture with the hands behind. And if I feel like I can keep the back straight and the shoulders from rounding, I'll start to fold forward and tiptoe the fingers out a little bit, but keep the elbows broad so I have a lot of space to breathe in the chest. The deeper your breath, the brighter your smile. So enjoy a deep, complete breath. And when you're satisfied, lift up, uncross the legs, and just make sure everything's still working the way you want. And go ahead, stretch the right leg out and begin to cradle the left leg, bringing the left knee behind the armpit, moving around, circles. Just start to lubricate the joint, the hip joint, where the femur sits supporting the outside of the ankle. Bring that left shin up towards the chest, possibly even holding the outside of the shin. And then, after sufficient stretching, we'll attempt our half lotus, Arda Padmasana. Leaning to the side gives me a little more freedom to swing that bottom heel under. And then I lift up the sitting bones, move them back and apart, so I have a steady foundation in the hips. And on the heels, I'm going to pull inward towards the sitting bones. That'll help support the lower back. And if I'm still rounding in the lower back, I'll just press the fingertips behind, like a kickstand. Make the inner body bright, and the soul glowing, resplendent beauty, light, and radiance. And keeping that radiance, perhaps even folding forward. Feed the pose with deep breaths, so you have plenty of time to experience each separate breath. As it guides you to the truth. And release on the inhale, come up, uncross the legs, stretch out the legs, and then recline onto your back. Hug the knees in. And then separate the knees, lift the soles of the feet, and pull the knees towards the armpits by holding either the back of the thighs or the calves, the ankles or the feet. Happy baby. Ananda Balasana. And then lower the feet to the mat and open the knees to cobbler, the soles of the feet pressing together. And the hands can gently assist on the inner thighs as you exhale, pressing gently. And on the inhale, relaxing that pressure, letting the spine arch naturally. Engaging through the inner thighs as you exhale, tightening the pelvic floor and pressing the knees a little bit deeper to the mat. Pulsing with each breath, gentle acceptance, that inward leading. And then extend out the legs fully for Savasana. And rest the arms at a similar angle. The palms face up. If you're feeling chill, put on extra sweaters. Cover with a blanket. So that you'll stay warm and cozy. We're going to take a little journey through the body together, you and I. Practice called Aharana Pranayama. So once you feel that you'll be warm enough for the next few minutes, take up all the space you could possibly want, widening the legs to the width of the mat and giving the arms enough space to spread. Good, that's right. And begin to rest in awareness of the breath, touching the nostrils. Now try to imagine that you're breathing to the center of the forehead. Inhale to the center of the forehead and exhale to the center of the forehead. Inhale to the center of the forehead and exhale to the center of the forehead. Inhale to the forehead and exhale to the forehead. Inhale to the eyebrow center and exhale to the eyebrow center. Inhale to the two eyes and exhale to the two eyes. Inhale to the two nostrils and exhale to the two nostrils. Inhale to the hollow of the throat and exhale to the throat. Inhale to the shoulders and exhale to the shoulders. Inhale to the upper arms and exhale to the upper arms. Inhale to the elbows and exhale to the elbows. Inhale to the wrists and exhale to the wrists. Inhale to the palms. And exhale to the palms. Once more, inhale to the palms. And exhale to the palms. Inhale to the wrists. And exhale to the wrists. Inhale to the elbows. And exhale to the elbows. Inhale to the upper arms. And exhale to the upper arms. Inhale to the shoulders. And exhale to the shoulders. Inhale to the throat center. And exhale to the throat center. Inhale to the heart center. And exhale to the heart center. Inhale to the breastbone below the heart. And exhale to the breastbone. Inhale to the navel center. And exhale to the navel center. Inhale to the sacral center. And exhale to the sacral center. Inhale to the root center at the base of the spine. And exhale to the root. Once more, inhale to the root center. And exhale to the root center. Inhale to the sacral center. And exhale to the sacral center. Inhale to the navel center. And exhale to the navel center. Inhale to the breastbone below the heart. And exhale to the breastbone. Inhale to the heart center. And exhale to the heart center. Inhale to the throat center. And exhale to the throat center. Inhale to the two nostrils. And exhale to the two nostrils. Inhale to the two eyes. And exhale to the two eyes. Inhale to the eyebrow center. And exhale to the eyebrow center. Inhale to the forehead. And exhale to the forehead. Inhale to the crown of the head. And exhale at the crown of the head. Inhale to the crown of the head again. And exhale to the crown of the head. Inhale once more to the crown. And exhale at the crown. Now just let your awareness float to the heart center and enter that sacred cave of the heart, where your inner teacher, your inner guru, and that inner light resides. Visualize this inner light expanding through every cell of your body, every nook and cranny, becoming more luminous, resplendent, and brilliant. Like the sunshine breaking through the clouds, and the shafts of sunlight beaming out from your face, from your crown, from the palms of your hands, from the soles of your feet, flooding the room around you with your inner radiance. Here comes the sun. Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityur ma amritan gamaya. Lord, lead me from the unreal to the real. Take me from the darkness to the light, and from death to immortality. And start to deepen your breath and gently awaken your body with movement. And whenever you feel ready, roll over and come up to easy seated pose. When we say namaste, we are saying, I salute that inner light within you. I bow to the light in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.